Look at that feed from those crystals. What's up? What's up? Man, how's everybody doing today on a Friday? What is everyone thinking about this hard-headed crystal? Or hard-hitting? I'm pretty hard-headed. But yeah, hard-hitting crystal, damn. Looks like it could be interesting. If you're really into the Cavalier crystals, probably gonna be worth it for you, because that's a limited champion pool. And if you are really, I'm in the way. How do I get out of the way? How do I get out of the way? If you're into any of these champions, that Wolverine X23 I'm covering up a little bit, but it might be worth it for you. I wish that would just stay so we could talk about it a little bit. I didn't count how I usually count how many champions are in the pool when there's a limited pool like that, and then I count how many I would like. And I don't split it up by different versions, star versions, but if you really want to do some math, I would split it all out in available star versions. Like, they didn't offer 6-star Black Widow, but they do offer a 3, 4, and 5-star version of her. And it's not even saying that it's a true Cavalier crystal. There's no drop rates. You can't get the drop rates. That's no bueno. So I didn't even know what the drop rates are. I would assume that it's regular Cavalier, but I wouldn't mess around. It's not something I would jump at. Alright, so today I just want to finish up. Like I said, I wasn't going to touch the event quest. We're going to do that final little initial clear on that chapter. Why am I doing this? I don't know, just so I have something to do while I'm talking. Yeah. And then we're gonna go probably make a few plans for the Act 6, hang out a little bit, do a little more questing, and then conclude our evening. I'm gonna go unwind for a long week. And this weekend is gonna be a ton of stuff coming. Okay. So, all of our champs are out of Alliance Quest, Alliance War. We're gonna just get after this. What? So my typical questing team is, these guys plus Cap and Corvus. The Holy Trinity plus Cap and Corvus, but I'm gonna trade out one of these folks for Symbiote Supreme. Word on the street is Symbiote Supreme is really good against Silver Surfer. So isn't Dr. Voodoo, and practically any nullified champ. So here we go. Where are we at? Personal space. We fought a fight that had. We fought a whole lane that had personal space. When they're close, they gain more fury. So after every 10 hits, this hit me, I dare you. After every 10 hits, he gets an armor up buff. He gets longer buffs. When champion has more unique buffs, more than what? He gains 9% of a bar of power every second. And then life cycle. Life cycle is a tricky one. I think you have to knock the opponent down. For every time you knock them down, that gains another. The first time you knock them down, they have a half a second window where you can throw any attack and hit them and knock them out. And then I think you can knock them down several more times. Every time you do that, they gain another half second to that window where you can knock it down. So the second time it would be 1 second, the third time it would be a second and a half, and I think it's up to 3 seconds. And 3 seconds is a long time. That's a pretty big window. So, okay. Perfect. I see a vision here that has spite. that's a nightmare. Oh boy. Let's just start from left and go left to right. Massacre. Just a regular old massacre fight. Perfect. I don't want to rack my brain too much. It's been a very long week. So, we're just checking it out. Amazing, after 3 years I still love this game. I still want to come home and relax, play the game. Perfect. Just go from left to right. I'm excited. Tomorrow we're gonna do some more Act 6. Come on, beastie. Man, I'm a little disappointed that that L2 didn't do a ton of damage. Thinking about dumping some more stick stones into this guy. I kind of feel like it would only give me another 6% in his signature level. I mean, his signature ability is that it's the cooldown between glaive charge reset. So it would give me another 6%. Make it 6% faster, but I'm not sure it's worth the 40 or 60 stick stones. I think he's 160, so I think it's only 46 stones, but I don't think it's worth it. Because I'd be using generic stick stones, and man, and those things are so valuable. I've actually been thinking about just putting it into Ghost Rider, putting a ton of signature stones into Ghost Rider and getting him leveled up. And away he goes. Whoop! Whoop! I got a little shorter. Let me bump myself back up. Oh, there we go. I don't feel like I'm in a lowrider. All right, here we go. Thing. Thing's actually a pretty fun fight. He can be really frustrating when he gets you right in the corner, but he's pretty fun. I always feel super satisfied to dodge his specials. fool. No. And that's it. That was not the smoothest of fights. We are still getting warmed up. I haven't checked in on this game in a while. Today was crazy. Crazy busy. Come on, fool. Those evade windows seem pretty crazy. He just pops out and comes right back in, man. It's not like it's even it's a miss. It's a total counterpunch. Total counterpunch. Do we think Silver Surfer is a hero, or is he a new label? I'll be curious to find out. Getting close to finding out, though. Oh man, the energy requirements for the third section of all the monthly event quests are crazy sometimes. This will be more than one full energy. That's how you get down to Spider-Man. That's how you get down, Spider-Man. Oh, I thought my drink might be a little crazy, a little see-through. It is not. Wow. That's more than one energy refill for this. That's crazy. Shall we try it with somebody for the first time, like a throwaway champ? He is a hero, and he's offensive and burst. So, this is not the matchup that people were... Oh, and does he bleed? What? This is not the matchup people were talking about. Let's see what his special 2 does. Oh, that was a pretty lame duck, wasn't it? Should we push him to his special 3? Oh! That's... he wrecked me, son. Got riggedy wrecked on a Friday. It's gonna try to push him to a special 3 there. Now let's see what they're talking about with this Symbiote Supreme. Okay. So far, we're just tearing through them. Hopefully this didn't push him to a special 3. It feels like we're just mowing him down with Symbiote Supreme, no problem. Now he's gonna take a bunch of damage. Okay, so is he... Oh. Okay, so, oh, shit. Okay, so I didn't... Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I knock him down. Okay. That's the half second. Now it's the 1 second. Okay. I'm just gonna launch my special 3. That should do it. This should be all. That should be all, folks. That's pretty cool. Symbiote Supreme makes this guy look like a treat. Wow. Okay. Cool. Very, very easy. Which is nice. That kind of makes me want to do a Legends run at some point, either this weekend or next weekend. Probably next weekend. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. Getting really close to another 5-star. Hopefully we'll have 2 5-stars and a 6-star at the end of the weekend. Let's go back to Quest. See what we have here. I never buy these. These are always crazy ridiculous. Yeah. 2 legendary crystals. You want to do some quick math? Level 3 revives are probably worth a little bit more than 40 units, which are the level 2 costs, but we'll just keep it at 40 units. That's 400 units because you get 10 of those. You get 10 of the level 2 revives, that's 1,000 units. We're at 1,400. Greater champion boost, I'll call those 100 units apiece. Which might be a little conservative. Or it might be a little generous. It might be even less than that now. But 100 units apiece, that's 500 units. We're at 1,900 units for those 2 things. I believe it's 28 units for the single team, for the single level 5 health potion. So off the top of my head, we'll be really conservative and just call that 30 units. That's for the level 5 team health potions, plus 30 units for the energy refills. So that's 300 apiece. Where are we at now? 2,000. 2,000. Man, my math is a little off. 400 plus you have the 1,000 6-star shards and the 2 legendary crystals and half a 5-star. That actually is not too bad of a deal. That's like paying 500 units. Would you pay 500 units for 2 legendary crystals? 1,000 6-star shards and half a 5-star? I might. It's very interesting. It's tempting. It's very tempting. Sorry, I'm just curious. What am I gonna use it for? In Act 6, would I have any use for that? I never do this, but since I have the units, and I'm thinking about buying a bunch of potions and revives in the near future, and energy refill. And by in the near future, I mean like tomorrow. So I have 26 minutes to think about that. We might look at it again. The only reason I would consider buying that is purchasing that with the units that I have already is that I am in the market to get some of those things as it is. Because then I could use the greater champion boost for a Legends run. And it would just be a little extra boost to the opening. Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Let's what did we do? Quest completion. Awesome. Let's just keep going, man. I really want to jump back into this this quest here and change up my team. I wanted to finish that out, but I really want to take a look at some of the champions that I got that I'm unfamiliar with and just keep diving into it. I'm really interested in Doc Ock. Man, he was impressive yesterday. And I'm having a very difficult time deciding between Sunspot and Sabretooth as a mutant champ. And then I'm also having a difficult time deciding between Venom the Duck and Captain Marvel. So, what's up, Franklin? How you doing? So if you guys have any input on that, trying to decide who I should take up between these two mutants and these two cosmics, that would be awesome. We're gonna just do some of the easier chapters with these guys just to check it out. Sabretooth is a lot more straightforward. He's pretty easy to figure out how to use. Sunspot is also fairly easy, but yeah, here we go. Parry heavy. The thing that got me so interested in this guy was that heavy damage comes with a bunch of energy damage after it. So you see a crit with the yellow number, and then there's a red number after that. I'm not exactly sure what it is. After I got off the live stream last night, I went and did a bunch of real life stuff and haven't been able to really check it out since. So we're still on the same working knowledge today as we were yesterday. So, there we go. Franklin, how was your week, man? Able to relax now on Friday? Okay, we did A. Let's work on B. So, here we go. The other thing was when we did fight that Hyperion, it seemed like his special 2 bias, not bad. It seemed like his power lock came in right away every time I needed it. It didn't seem guaranteed on the parry heavy strategy I was doing, but every time Hyperion were to gain another power gain passive buff, the power lock would activate. And then at some point I even had a power drain. So, and I'm into that. I kind of need more of a power dealing champion, a power solution, power control solution. I have magic, but I'm not exactly. I don't use her very much, man, and I'm not a huge fan of her. I know she can bypass a lot of stuff, and that's cool, but she's an old champion, and I've used her so many times. This guy just needs to go. I'm tired of trying to bait out specials. But I've used magic for the last 3 years. I'm looking for another option, and I think Doc Ock might be the way. And so my thoughts are, after Act 6 tomorrow, I'll be able to take up 3 more 5 stars to rank 5. And then when Variant comes out, I'm assuming they're going to have a rank 5 gem at the end of it. And then I have an option for every class. So no matter what I get out of the gym, I'm good. But in the Cosmic class and the Mutant class, I have multiple options. So I'm thinking I might... The reason I'm picking between these 4 champs right here, the Venom the Duck and Captain Marvel, is because they're the 2 of the same class. These are my options. Alright. I know she likes to evade, so let's just parry heavy. Parry heavy and get on with it. Bait the special one, and everything's gonna be alright. It's tough. It's a little different here now at the end game. At this part, I have 12 565s. So I pretty much have an answer for almost everything. And now it's almost just making sure I have enough folks for everything. 16 is the magic number. I want 16 rank 5 folks. 5 for defense, 3 for Alliance War attack, 3 for Alliance quest, and 5 for regular questing. So yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. That is my advice when anyone is progressing at any level, is who are going to be your 16 champions. And it seems like nowadays in Contest of Champions, you progress so quickly through the levels towards endgame. It's almost not even 16 anymore. It's much quicker. Oh, really? That figures. Thinking about all these champions. It's so quick now. People are getting 4 stars on their first day, which is crazy, because when I first started, it took me months to get my first 4 star. How about a little special intercept? A little special attack intercept, just to get that over with. I think I played this game for almost 6 months before I had my first 4 star. I had a 3-star Hulk Buster clearing out content. That was awesome. I was having so much fun. I had no idea what I was doing in the game. Not that it really looks like I know much of what I'm doing in this game anymore, but I was clearing content with 3-star Hulk Buster and loving it. I'm very excited for the buff too. Alright, here we go. So I guess they're just, it's almost like a, it's almost like they're just not going to throw their special ones. I mean, that's okay with me. Don't throw your special one. I'll just use Sunspot and I'll throw my special too, and then we'll call it a day on you. Diablo. Diablo can be a problem. I think tonight we'll work through some of this off stream. Try to get this summed up, and yeah, that way I'll have enough 5-star shards to do a double 5-star opening, and we'll be good. Alright, here we go. Ronin. Mighty Charge Ronin. Is he stun immune? He's not stun immune. But he gains a lot of power, it looks like. I can't remember exactly how this fight went, but I remember it was a little tricky. It was a little weird. Oh, and all of a sudden he's, okay. Now I'll be stun locked. He went from 0 to 3, just like that. Yep. So the thing I don't understand about Dr. Octopus is how do I get the power gain under control? It must have been a node that if he's fighting attack, he instantly gets a full bar or a full 3 bars of power. Now I need to get my weakness charges down. Interesting. He does gain power from charging at me. And now he's got another 3 full bars of power. There's the power lock. And he did a power burn at one point. I don't understand this guy, but we will figure it out. Definitely figure this out at some point. I really like Dr. Octopus. He's a goofy looking dude, but yeah. Very silly looking. So isn't Venom the Duck. My next 2 rank ups might be really silly looking champions. Whoops. Damn. Ronan is not not typically someone you want to worry about. Give him the egg special. How's that for an omelet? I like Howard the Duck. He's creepy. He's really creepy, and but I love him. He's cool. Howard the Duck movie was also really creepy. I don't need to watch that again. That Life Like Duck, nope. Good. I'm really excited to do some rank ups. I'm looking forward to doing some more rank ups. Looking forward to make a bunch of stuff tomorrow. Making a bunch of videos tomorrow. Let's charge up the Night Thrasher. Charge up the Sabretooth. I know Sunspot can do a lot of damage and doesn't need to be charged up. I'd like to see what Sabretooth can do after a couple of fights. Huh. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a tough decision between Sunspot and Sabretooth, really. I know it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to think about this a lot. And the PI is not far off either. It's only 40 points off. So, if I were to drop the Awakening Gem in either one, they're both probably gonna be my top prestige champ. Okay, so we started off the fight with 2 charges. Okay, that's it. Finito. Does the consistent charge, does that change every fight? Because it's still at 2. Or do I just continue to hold my Furies, I believe, right? And that's the max amount of Furies I can hold. Oh, I have 3 now. And it's up to 15 Furies. I want to push this guy to the end. He's good, man. Sabretooth is... I like him a lot. Yep. I had all these champions as a 4-star. One of the only featured Cavalier openings I've done as of recently was the Warlock and Sunspot Cavalier Crystal, and I got that because I really wanted a Warlock and a good Mutant, but I wasn't sure how decent Sunspot is, and now having him, he's cool. He is very cool. So I have a heal block on Sinister. I had a heal block, but he was still regenerating health. That was weird. Huh. No say. No say. Oh well. He's down. He down. Pop another one of those guys. Normally those deals are so terrible, but... Or they're just average. They tend to be pretty much just walking the line in terms of value. Done. Yeah, so I don't know. That seemed to be just doing my quick math and kind of valuing things a little bit lower than they actually probably are. Your value, that's pretty good value. Alright, here we go. Ronin versus... Shall we try Sunspot? I think I'm just going to try to intercept this guy. Not touch him, because the moment I was parrying like that, he was getting... See, now he's getting a ton of power. Oh, I know why. Okay. I get it. He's totally immune to all debuff effects right now, because he has that... whatever that thing is. And he's going to get a ton of power. Because every time I touch him, it would be an incinerate debuff. So, he gains a bunch of power when he gets, is affected by a debuff that he's immune to. Makes sense. Let's charge him a heavy. It's not like Quake where he'll pop out of it and dodge. But it's cool. It's very cool. I do like Sunspot quite a bit. Let's play next. Let's keep it moving. Alright, is this a 4-path deal? This might be a 4-path thing. A, B, C, D, yep. I started off with A. No, where'd I go? I went to B. Okay, let's do A first. Let's do a little Hella. Well, hella dance. Burden of Might. Alright, so I gain a Fury, Precision, and Power. Those are the buffs I'll gain. Aberration. That's how I gain it. So I guess over time I gain buffs. That's the aberration buffs. Survival. There's two different categories. So okay. So one is for attack and one is to protect myself. So it would be armor up, regeneration, and perfect block. 55% chance to bleed on crits. Every time I launch a special attack or land a heavy attack, I store my buffs in the RNA bank. So I get 3 every fight. So he's another charge up, and I have up to 10 total. Okay, so he's another charge the stuff. Charge up the champion. Special 1 is a health steal. Special 2 applies the toxic armor, increasing their armor by 850. Okay, so the higher the armor, the easier it is to take down, because it'll... That's weird. It's a little backwards effect. It'll give him much more armor, but I'll do a lot more direct damage to him. Okay, and then a special 3 just activates all your RNA charges. Okay, cool. So he needs at least 3 fights to have the most out of him. You need to charge up the buffs. And it looks like buffs, this RNA thing is timed. So, okay. It looks like I'm gonna have to land a heavy because of these Burden of Might nodes, which is fine. This might just be something he is weak at. If I cannot gain power, oh, dang. Wow. Interesting. I was too busy watching the counter, man. I kept getting tagged. Just trying to watch this counter. Let's see if we can get after him. So I have a power gain buff. I want a little regen, so I'm gonna try to... I'm gonna try to get a little bit more. Okay. We've got armor up. Am I not gonna be able to store that? Okay. So if I have no active buffs, I can't store it. That makes sense. Let's see if we can store this one. Okay. So now I'm at 4. We are real life figuring this out. I know it seems like I'm very late to the party, but I stopped ranking up 4 stars. I have all these guys at 4 stars, and I've had some of them since quite soon after release. But I have stopped ranking up 4 stars probably for the last year and a half. And I am not in the any near future going to rank up any 4 stars because they are too much taken away from my golden ISO. And I don't see a whole lot of use to them. Ever since they came out with Act 6.1 and there was the... Oh, jeez. Gotta pay attention. Ever since they came out with Act 6.1 and they decided that none of these champions were viable as 4 stars, no 4 stars were viable champions in that content, I figured why would anybody ever... I'm not gonna make it. Why would anybody ever rank up a 4 star then? Now, I have yet to rank up a single 6 star, but that is mainly because of the champion pool that I have. It is not the greatest. But, same thing. I'm not ready to rank up most of the 6 stars. I took a duped 5-star Corvus over a unduped 6-star Corvus because, man, I value that signature ability. And if I got a 6-star Aegon this weekend from the 6-star crystal, I would be a little bummed. Because I know it'd be a long time before he'd be a good champion for me to have. Okay, so we got her in binary mode. Yeah, she does a lot of damage. That's pretty good. She does a lot of damage. Alright, let's try to charge up Sabretooth. I forgot who the boss was on this. Is this the Captain Marvel boss? The one I really struggled with? I think the more comfortable I get on live stream, the more easier it'll be. The more interesting it'll be. I feel like we fought the classic version of Daredevil Netflix on the same power gain, power drain mode yesterday. Come on, fool. You know you want to. Okay. So, here we go. Let's see if we can get another Fury. I like how Sabretooth growls, man. That's cool. Having played with the sound off for so long, it's really kind of wild to hear it. Nice. Man, these are long fights for some reason. Maybe it just feels long because they're only ranked 3 5 stars, but it feels exceptionally long. Burden of Might. Okay. Let's try out my new fave. Instantly hit him with the heal block on a parry. Interesting. If I don't heavy him, I can just... Okay, so... Yesterday, trying to figure Doc out, I could parry heavy and use that strategy, and it would keep reapplying. Or I saw that the power block, the power control was getting reapplied, but the heal block was getting taken away every time I parry heavy. Confusing champions. What? Old champions. Okay. Here we go. Now let's try out Sunspot. It's another one of these power gain But I don't see power drain, so. Okay. Come on. Unstoppable and evade. Oh no. Well, 16,000 on a blocked hit. Wow. That's pretty crazy. That was only 2 charges. So what I did there was just get to the special one, you use that special one, and it builds up a second charge on whatever that charge is to the right. There's 2 different things. There's a solar state and a solar flare. Man, and that makes your special 2 so much more strong. Oh, okay. This is the She-Hulk where you have to just bait out the heavies and just heavy her. Heavy counter. Heavies for days. There's one. Whoops. Man, I love Doc Ock. Look at that. Crazy. Crazy dude just running around with his little arms. I love it. Come on. She didn't want to throw her. She didn't want to throw her heavy there. So with every consecutive hit, I get weaker and weaker. Okay. Let's hit her with this. Well, it's the most strong. Oh no. A little early there. Whoops. Okay. Reset. Oh, I pulled that off. I got very lucky there. Wow. It's just a slow boss, man. Cause you're, oh dang, because your damage is capped, or it goes down really low. I forgot how many hit combos his heavy is, but let's try it out. We almost got it. It's 3 hit combo. And he makes a crazy growling noise. I love it. That's very cool. It's a tough decision. It's a tough decision. I like Sabretooth a lot. He's very cool. Okay. So we did A, B. Let's do C. Let's do C, and then I gotta get something to eat. Maybe we'll be back on later and do a late night stream after I've relaxed and unwound from the work week. Okay. What is this this whole thing? Feats of power? Okay, so every time they gain power, they get a little bit more attack. Well, I'm here to tell you now. Dr. Octopus He's gonna change some stuff. Look at that, man. He's just cutting health away from these guys. That energy damage. Very cool. I know he's not the only champion that does crazy stuff like that, but he's nice. He is very nice. Okay. That's how Sabretooth does against bleed immune champs. I mean, it's interesting. He's got 5 Furies now. But I guess that's a lot of damage. Yeah, 3,000. I guess we're in Assassin's right now, so it's hard to tell. But I don't know. With 5 Furies, I'm curious if he starts the next fight with 5 Furies. So let's do it. I do really like these new champs. I'm gonna bring them all to rank 4. That is a definite. I can see how the damage really ramps up. Bleed's not crazy. Bleed isn't very crazy, but it's still the raw damage is really good. Which honestly, if I was going to have a champion that had the feature of bleeding the defender, I would rather have them do more raw damage and rely less on their bleed feature. Because if I have to fight a bleed immune champion and I'm in a pinch, then I'd rather have that champion still be viable. Nine Furies now. Come on, fool. I did. All these interiors are the same. That's pretty funny. I did fight this guy before. And he's dead. And that was a lot slower fight. Very cool. I like it. This is why it's very much worth it to test out your champions before you make a rank up decision. Because if I were to go off what people say, I would have just immediately chosen Sunspot because he has higher prestige, and I've seen the 6-star rank 3 Sunspot do crazy damage. But always gotta find out for yourself. Look at that. I mean, that's wild damage. Now he's just flying through these guys like it's nothing. It really did take a couple of fights to ramp up. That's the one thing I do not like about Corvus. So he's like having a mutant version of Corvus. Corvus is not fun trying to charge up because if the champion has any more than 50,000 health or 60,000 health, a rank 5 Corvus It's kind of a struggle to get him down. You need to use all mediums. Wow. 13 Furies now. Come on. It's pretty good. We've gone from non-creating damage to be like 400 now up to 1,000. So that's pretty good. Oh, well. Come on. Come on. There it is. Well, we did a lot better this time. Much better this time. Let's just go. Let's just keep pushing with doing a full saber run. We'll take the easy route. Just parry. Okay, so 15 is maxed out. The only problem is that do I want another Corvus? He is like the Corvus alternative. Maybe some people might think I'm crazy in saying that, but it really seems like that. I should be punished for that. Huh, interesting. Okay, so there we go. And there you have it. Well, I'm gonna keep doing a little bit more of this monthly event quest, and tomorrow we'll be back and we'll do some Act 6 and get ready for some more fun stuff. Alright, thanks for joining in, man. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Unwind, relax, kick back, have a good time. Alright, thanks.